The mountainside, glazing light coming through to a window, hitting the reflection of your face, white, yellow, mixtures of colors, upside down, slant ways, the shadows moving across, money exchanged, lives changed, time barriers broken, upside down time. I think we remember that time, do we not?
Deep sea expeditions of fantasies, civilizations unknown, seeing the water through the eyes of a fish, eyes of a lesser being. Where were we 2,000 years ago? Time will never let us know, but the fish see it all, the fish and the crustaceans that have been left fossilized for futures to come see.
Waters, deep waters, in the pursuit of wisdom, a whale-sized knowledge, chunk of knowledge larger than any library in any metropolitan area in the world has ever known, belonging on this planet, held within your heart. Can you see it shaking through your hands? Can you see it running down the sky like two birds, pigeons mad with rabies? Do you know how it feels to be alone inside of your body when no one else has anything inside of it?
Like the builders who build a house, like the farmers who plant the garden, like the workers, the iron workers who construct life, it becomes a reality. What they saw in their hands, and what they saw in the potential of their children manifested itself in our reality, and for that it will always stand strong. I saw her beautiful hair flowing in the summer sun on my paper route. She was baling hay, and I was riding along. I had seen her like this every morning, and I wondered what her name was. Finally, one day, I had the gusto to get off my bike and walk over and ask her what her name was. She said it was Amber. I talked to her, and I rubbed my hands down her hair as we spoke. A grasshopper hopped up, and it knew the same thing that I did, that she was gorgeous and that he wanted her, but I would not let him. I took her back into the barn, and we walked past her father, and her father looked into my eyes, and he said, "Take what you will, but leave her the same way she was when she entered." I looked at him, and I said, "I will honor this, but I cannot promise that it will happen." She did not have underwear on. I set her down on a bale of hay that was warmed by her body in the summer sun as well. Water from her sweat dripped down onto my body, and we squeaked together. I cupped her firm breasts in my hands and slid my hands down her back across her buttocks, hoisting her onto my member, and I thrusted her up and down, biting her ear and biting her neck, and she groaned softly, her breasts and nipples rubbing against my face, caressing my soft temptations.
Bored with the sex life that we both shared together as a couple normally would. I grew very bored with looking at your body on top of my penis, and you were not having a good time either because you were always daydreaming or playing on your cell phone when we were having sex. I thought an exciting thing to do to get back at you, playing relationship games as it goes. I made an exact replica of your body out of clay. It took me 3 days. I would not talk to you. I took my phone off the hook and I locked the door. I had the weekend off, Memorial Day weekend. You show up the next day, the doll completed, and I tell you very excitedly that I have something to show you to make you jealous. I bring you to the bedroom that we used to ball in all the time, and I show you the exact replica of the doll. I couldn't get the face right, so I just blew up a picture from a digital camera and pasted it on the face. I began balling it in front of you, making the doll look at you inside of the eyeballs, me looking at you inside the eyeballs as well, while I was balling it. This made you very upset. I pretend you weren't even there. I ignored you. That was the last time I talked to you for a long while, because while I still had the doll, I wanted to take it around town, show it off to my friends. I took it to my family's house, which you've never been before, and we had a very delightful dinner. They very much liked the doll, the exact replica of your body, which is not actually you, minus the character. And then I took it to your parents' house. They also liked the doll, although they were a little bit confused. This turned me on very much. I had sex with the doll in the car, in front of your house. You saw me there, crying, mascara running down your face. You poured gasoline all over the car and lit it on fire. I didn't know because I was deep in the trenches of your grove, doing you with my mouth on your clay vagina. And by you, I mean the doll. I came out. Once it began getting too hot, I took off my shirt. To stay in shape, I did some push-ups on the lawn. I didn't even notice that the car was on fire. I turned around and I see the car on fire, and I see you standing there with the gasoline. I broke up with you immediately. I didn't think it was meant to be. We got together a couple more times and had sex. It was pretty delightful, if I must say so myself.